Go on, then, your turn.
I know. You threw away the 5 of spades a minute ago, didn't you?
Go on.
Oh, do be quiet. Let me think. Don't be so grumpy.
Well, you'd be grumpy if you were stuck in this dump.
Not long now. You talked to Avril this morning?
No.
Oh, Jack, you promised. You'll be so worried. You said you'd call.
Well, I did call, but she wasn't in, so I left a message.
Did you say where you were?
No, and don't you either. The less she knows about this place, the better. You know what she's like.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Well, I shan't belong here anyway.
Not still thinking of discharging yourself, are you?
I might.
Oh, I think it's stupid. But, as I said before, if you wish to drink yourself to death and end up in the gutter, it's your decision.
Well, if it wasn't for that two-faced daughter of mine siding with your son-in-law.
She sided with Tom for business reasons, nothing personal.
Yeah, well, in my book, it's their fault. Otherwise, I wouldn't have hit the bottle in the first place, would I?
Oh, yes, you would. You would have found some excuse.
Oh, really, Dr. Freud?
Yes, indeed, Mr. Rolfe. It's the truth, and you know it, so face up to it.
I have faced up to it.
Good. Then we're making progress, aren't we?
Well, it's certainly not being stuck in here that's doing it. I don't need my head examined by any therapist to tell me where I went wrong. I drank far too much the other day, in a very short time. I had enough whiskey inside me to raise the Titanic. I shan't do that again.
Fine. Then we're getting on, aren't we?
I'm beginning to see the light.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely.
Wipe that angelic look off your face, Jack Rolfe. Who are you trying to kid?
I'm not trying to kid anyone. I am a reformed character, kid.
I'll bet.
I mean, what do I have to do? Sit in a pub all night without a drink before you believe me?
Stop cheating for a start. I've seen all those extra cards you've been slipping up your sleeve each time you dealt.
You've got eyes like a sparrowhawk, haven't you? For an old girl, you don't miss much, do you?
No, I don't. And when I come to visit here tomorrow morning, I shall be very disappointed if you're not here. Not for my sake, Jack, but for your own. Rummy!
Oh, hello, Bill.
Morning.
Good morning, Bill.
Was earlier on.
Is Dad in yet?
No. No, it's not. He won't be for a few days. He's off on one of his binges, so it seems. Called just over an hour ago.
Where was he phoning from?
He wouldn't say. He don't confide in me like he used to.
But he is all right, isn't he?
Yeah, he seemed all right. He said to tell you he'd be in about Friday. Well, now that someone else is here, perhaps I can go over the production schedule with the lads.
How's the prototype looking this morning, Bill?
I wouldn't know, would I? I've been stuck in here for hours, manning the phones.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry about that. Avril had to drive me to the hospital. Cut my hand, needed a couple of stitches.
How'd you manage that, then? As part of my responsibilities, I have to fill in the accident register.
Oh, it didn't happen at work. Happened at home. Cut myself in a piece of glass. Should have been more careful.
Right. I'll get on.
Oh, I'll be tied up this morning. There's an engineer from the chemical company. She'll have to crack the whip. A little bit behind schedule as it is.
I've left all the other messages on your desk, Miss Avril.
All right, Bill, thanks.
Oh. Oh, yeah, there's an urgent one for you, Mr. Howard. Your son called and asked me to get you to phone him as soon as you got in. He's over at Miss Avril's and seemed a bit worried. He didn't seem to think you'd been at home this morning. Or last night.
I made a mess of that, didn't I?
I think you better phone Leo.
How's business?
Well, can't complain, you know.
Heard you up at Jerry Urquhart's place last night. All right, was it?
Yes, it was a cocktail party. Quite a do, actually. Attended by all the local dignitaries, you know. Listen, I'm a bit busy this morning. Can I phone you later about the advertising for the Gazette?
Well, actually, I didn't come round to see you about the advertising. Covering a story on a boating accident happened earlier today. Apparently, Tom Howard rescued some teenager.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and for some reason, he doesn't seem to want to talk about it. So I was hoping you might do me a little favour and get some information out of his missus.
Well, I wish I could help, but I can't. She's not here. She's in London.
Ah, that explains a lot.
Go on.
Tom Howard wasn't alone. Avril Rolfe was with him. The accident happened just after dawn.
Well, well, well. Oh, yes. Maybe I can be of some help.
What time did you ask Newman to be here?
12:30.
Where the hell is he?
Well, I'm sure he'll be here, Charles. He had a meeting in London this morning. Perhaps he's been held up on the motorway or something.
Nonsense. The man's incompetent.
Oh, yes, I couldn't agree more.
His report on that last sand development was a total disaster.
So you've made up your mind, then?
He has to go. Of course, you do realize the delicacy of the situation, don't you?
Yes.
I've been a friend of his family for some years. So if and when he gets here, I shall excuse myself early. It'd be grateful if you'd deal with it.
It shall be done.
Be discreet, won't you? He still has quite a measure of support on the board. And I've already got enough opposition as it is on that marine development. By the way, how's everything going with Masters?
Now, I've arranged a luncheon meeting tomorrow for him to put his counter-proposals.
I'm not getting into an auction with him.
Charles, he has a prime development site, and he knows it. You've got to admit he's in a strong negotiating position.
Not strong enough.
Hello, darling. Sorry I'm late.
That's all right, Polly.
I'm telling you, once I start shopping, I never seem to be able to stop.
Yes, well, I can see that. I thought I was the one in London on a shopping trip.
Gerald makes the money, I spend it. Gives me something to do.
Polly, you are dreadful.
A devoted wife's payment for services rendered, darling. How else do I collect my just reward?
Oh, Audrey.
Oh, lovely. You ordered?
No, not yet.
So, how was the fashion show?
Well, actually, it was a preview of some new designs that will be officially launched in Cannes next week.
Sounds intriguing. How did you manage the ticket?
Sonia Fielding introduced me to one of the designers.
Oh, I could do with a dashing young fashion designer whisking me off to somewhere exotic. Gerald's such a bore.
Oh, come on, Polly. He can't be that bad, or you wouldn't have spent all these years with him.
We're not all as lucky as you are, darling, being married to a man like Tom. Oh, the artichoke and the poached salmon, please.
And white bake for me, please. It's easy enough for you to say. You don't have to live with him. And I'd like to follow with veal cutlets, please. And some spinach.
A salad for me.
Thank you very much. No, Tom's not exactly the most compatible person these days. Ever since he bought into the yard, everything else seems to come second, including me.
At least you've got your business to keep you amused. I envy you, you know. You're involved, getting something out of life. What do I have? So, how was it, your fashion show?
So-so. But there is one new designer. He's young, French.
Darling, tell me more.
Polly, you're going to meet him after lunch. He's joining us here.
How thoughtful of you, Jan. It's all right, dear. It won't hurt. Ready? There you are. Almost finished. That's it. Done. Now try and be more careful next time on the climbing frame. Okay? Good.
Sit on it! No! Don't pull it! You're sitting on it!
What's the matter? Have you got any friends to play with? Oh. I'm sure we can find you a friend.
Drunk it.
It's no fun being on your own, is it?
You got like ballet shoes on.
Yes, do you like them?
I go to ballet.
I'm afraid Miss Rolfe isn't in. I'll be seeing her later. Can I give her a message?
I'm Michael Anderson. I'm from the local Gazette. May I? I wanted to interview her about a rescue she was involved in.
What rescue?
A young lad was hurt in an explosion on the Hamble. Miss Rolfe and someone from the Mermaid Yard saved him.
When?
In the early hours of this morning, I believe.
Who was it from the yard?
The new partner, Tom Howard.
Are you sure? There must be some mistake. I'm Leo Howard. I only just spoke with my father. He didn't say anything about it. Must be some mistake.
No, there's no mistake. Look, would you tell Miss Rolfe I'd appreciate it if she got in touch? Perhaps you could ask your father to give me a call. Both my office and home phone numbers are on the card.
Yeah, right.
Well, thanks for your help. Don't get up, I'll See myself out, shall I?